One of the best things about AI is that it could be used when it comes to helping us earn not only an active income but also a passive one as well. And in today's video, I want to show you how I use different AI tools like Google AI Studio or even Google Gemini to help me with all of my different income sources. Google has a suite of different AI tools that help with different things. As you can see on their Google DeepMind homepage, they've got Gemini, Gemma, VO, Imagen, the list goes on and on when it comes to all of their different AI tools. But again, in today's video, I'm going to focus mainly on Google AI Studio and Gemini when it comes to showcasing how a beginner can use it when it comes to potentially putting themselves in a position of earning a passive source of income. And I do need to say for the record that this video should not be taken as financial advice in any way, shape or form. I'm not saying that you're going to be able to watch this and start making money straight away, because it doesn't work like that. There's always going to be a learning curve. There's always going to be steps that you need to take. But as long as you educate yourself with the right information and you also take the right action as well, before you know it, you're going to be in the position that you've always dreamed of. But before I get into any of the steps as to what you need to do when it comes to using all of these different AI tools to help you earn that passive income, I just want to quickly define what it is so that everyone that's watching this video can be on the same page. Now, when it comes to the world of income sources, it all comes down to two different types, either active or passive. Active is basically when you go to a 9-to-5 job, part-time job, or any type of job that you exchange your time for money. Whenever you go there, you're going to get paid for the hours that you put in. And when you now leave that job, or maybe you quit that job for whatever reason, they're not going to keep paying you for the work that you put in, even if you was working there for the past 10 or 20 years. But on the other hand now, a passive source of income is the complete opposite. It's where you're going to be able to build certain systems, and even if you put the initial effort into it, let's say a year ago, a month ago, a week ago, you're still going to be able to continuously keep earning from it. Now, in my opinion, I would say building an active income as well as a passive income is the best way to go. I don't think that you should just solely rely on earning money without having to, continuously keep building it up. But in saying that, there is certain ways out there that a lot of people don't really understand, a lot of beginners are not aware of, and that's exactly what this video is about. And the method that I'm going to show you in today's video, you can use Google AI Studio, and for those of you that's not really sure of exactly what it is, it works in a very similar way to ChatGPT. In the way that you go onto it, you're going to be able to enter a prompt and it's going to be able to give you information back. And a lot of people always ask me, but Sam, what's the difference between the AI Studio and Gemini? Well, they're basically the same thing, because as you can see over here, if I just open this up, the Google AI Studio is basically getting all of its information from Gemini anyway. So if you wanted to use this one, you could do. If you wanted to use Gemini, again, it's down to you. But I would say with the specific method that I'm going to show you today, Gemini might be a better choice, and you're going to see exactly why as we go along in this video. But first things first, what you're going to need to do is go over to this quiz. It's going to take you through around 7 different questions. I've shown something similar to this on my channel, and the reason why I like showing it is because it makes things a lot more simplistic for beginners out there that are not used to doing everything that I'm talking about. And basically what we're going to be doing today is using Gemini to help us build an automated investment portfolio that's going to be able to continuously keep earning us a source of income down the line. And of course, this video isn't financial advice, as I've already said. I'm just showing you what I've been able to do myself successfully. So let's start off with question 1. And if I haven't already mentioned, you're going to be able to access this for completely free by clicking the link in my description. So question 1 is, where are you from? So I'm going to select the UK because this is where all of my documents are registered, and of course you're going to need to select whichever one applies to you. So let's go with that and click on next. Question 2 is, what is your main investing goal? Now this is going to vary from person to person. I would say for me it lies between building long-term wealth and also making a passive income. But for the sake of today's video, let's go with F. Click on next. Question 3 is, what is your risk tolerance? Now with this method of earning a passive income, there's always going to be a risk associated with it, because you're going to be using money to try and make money. You don't need to break the bank when it comes to getting started. You can start off with as little as $10, $50, $100. It's down to you and your own budget, but just be aware of the fact that you're putting your money to work, so you could always lose it. Now for me, I'm going to say that my risk tolerance is going to be medium. But moving on to question 4, which is, how much can you invest as an initial deposit. So the one that I'm going to go with in today's video is going to be 5,000, just to kind of give you some insight into how it works. If you have another amount that's not listed here, you can always type it into this box. So what I'm going to do is click on next. Okay, so with question 5, this one says, how much can you invest on a monthly basis? So when it comes to earning a passive income, it's not just going to come down to you investing once. Of course, you can do that and, you know, earn from compound interest. But if you want to continuously keep investing on a monthly basis so that you can, of course, make more passive income, you're going to need to do it using the dollar cost averaging method. So the one that I'm going to pick in today's video is going to be 1,500. And the final question is, how many years do you plan to keep investing? So I'm going to say that I can keep investing for 10 to 20 years. Select whichever one applies to you and then click on submit. Okay, perfect. So it's now come back with this prompt that all you need to do is just copy all of it just like this, and then go back over to Gemini. And once you've got your custom prompt, you're going to be able to paste it in there like that. And what you need to do is make sure that you click on this option that says canvas and then click on submit. And right there, as you can see, it's now coming back with this step-by-step strategy that's going to be perfect for me and the situation that I'm in, based on the answers that I selected anyway, for me to put myself in a position of earning a passive income. So it's going to give you the basic information that you need to know, you know, the core philosophy, the best platform that you need to use based on the country that you're living in, you know, how you need to do things in terms of the actual system that you're going to build, just everything that you need to know when it comes to being successful with this. But it doesn't end there, because what you need to do is click on create and then click on infographic. And what this is now going to do is give you an actual visual illustration of everything you need to do when it comes to just making the whole process a little bit more clearer, especially if you're someone that's completely new to this whole concept. Because as you guys can see over here, it's come back with my passive income plan, you know, everything that is going to go into it when it comes to the projected earnings over the next 10 years, you know, based on the amount that I'm going to invest, everything that I need to do when it comes to being able to build it, step 1, step 2, step 3, you know, the link that I need to click to go directly to building my platform that I'm going to be able to sign up to for completely free. So let me just open it up. So again, because of the country that I'm in, this is the reason why it's advising me to use this specific platform. And the thing is, I actually already use it. You know, I've been using it for the past 10 years now to build up various different portfolios. But the good thing about if you was to use it is that you're going to be able to get a free share up to $100 or £100. So if you was going to use Trading 212 and you're following along with what I'm doing, you're going to be able to sign up and claim your bonuses by clicking on this link. For me, it's already taken me directly to the back end of my account. And I just want to walk you through the steps that I would take if I wanted to, you know, start the process of building out this specific portfolio. So if I just come over here, I'm just going to click on this button, and on the left hand side I've got Trading 212 when it comes to earning the passive income, and on this side I've got Google Gemini. So I'm just going to follow exactly what it's telling me to do. So right here it's telling me that I should put 40% into FTSE. So I'm just going to search for it like this, FTSE, and I'm just going to add that just like this, and just going to move on to the second one, which is VUSA, the S&P 500. So I'm just going to add that to the portfolio, and I'm going to do the rest of them right now, and I'm going to speed up the video, and I'm going to be back ASAP. Okay, there we go. So, you know, I've added all of them as it's told me to do, and now I'm going to be able to set the allocations. This one's going to be 20%, this one's going to be 15%. And bear in mind, guys, I'm only showing you what I've been able to be successful with. You know, everything I'm showing you right now is probably one of the most simplistic ways that I've been able to make a passive income, and that's the reason why I'm sharing it with you. And with all of these different AI tools, you know, this is what I wish I had when I first got started, because I would have been able to make a lot more progress a lot sooner. And the good thing about all of these different platforms as well is that you can set up something called auto invest, which means that you're not even going to have to think about it. Once you set it up and you've turned it on, all you need to do is select the initial deposit that you selected in the quiz. So I'm going to put 5,000 just like that. And I'm just going to put 2,000 as a monthly recurring payment, and the amount of years that I'm looking to do it is going to be 10 years. And as you guys can see right here, this is the projected earnings that I'm going to be able to get in passive income if I was to set this up and stick with it. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys that, of course there's going to be patience that's going to be required. Things are not going to happen overnight, but if you're able to understand the concepts of why you're doing this in the first place, before you know it, you're going to start to see the passive income coming in. And I do want to add one important thing that I kind of touched on at the start of this video, which is that passive income is great because you're able to earn something without having to put too much effort into it, but you still need that active income coming in. And this is where most people end up making a mistake. They would instantly go straight into trying to build up a passive income, but they don't have a solid active income. And that's why I always recommend building up some sort of one-person automated business. This is what I did anyway back when I was working my 9-to-5 job, going in there Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, sitting on the desk, being told what to do. I put my energy into building up an active income in the form of a one-person business. Eventually I had to outsource, various different duties in the business, but with all of these different AI tools now and all of these different automation tools, things are a lot more simpler. One of the automation businesses that I speak a lot about on this channel is using an AI store builder just like this when it comes to building up an e-commerce business that you're going to be able to run yourself. Even though yes, there's going to be certain parts of this business that you're not going to be able to do yourself, whether it's website design, whether it is getting traffic onto your store, even order fulfillment and email marketing, the list goes on and on. But there's certain softwares out there that you can integrate into this so that you don't have to hire out anything to anyone. You don't have to have a big team. For example, take order fulfillment. I'm going to use this one as an example because it just kind of illustrates my point really well. If you wanted to build this type of business and orders started coming in, what you would have to do back in the day is sit on the laptop every single day, fulfilling every single order, copying your buyer's information, going over to your supplier, and then buying the item from them so that they can ship it out directly to your customer. But there's tools like this called AutoDS that whenever a new order comes in, it's going to be automatically fulfilled. Because once you've built your store using the AI store builder, it's going to be automatically connected to an AutoDS account that you're going to be able to use for completely free for 30 days. And once orders do start coming in, you're going to be able to click on orders on the left hand side, and this is where you're going to be able to see them. But the good thing about this is that it just takes away a lot of the headache when it comes to doing it manually. So even though yes, I would say that this is somewhat of an active business, there's so many parts of it that can be automated, which now makes it somewhat of a passive business. And this is something that I expand a lot on within my completely free AI course. You're going to be able to find it in the description down below. You're not going to have to pay a single penny when it comes to signing up. You're going to be able to join it, and I'm going to go through how you can build an automated online store with the help of AI. You're going to be able to automate the traffic. You're also going to be able to automate the email automation as well. There's so many different ways that you're going to be able to, connect various different softwares together, build the system once, and somewhat sit back and let everything run in the background. So if you did want to check it out, I'm going to leave it in the description down below. Again, completely free for you to join. But other than that, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, you've learned anything from it, you've gotten any sort of value from it as well, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know once a new video has been released. And if you also want to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago, where I break down some of my favorite ways of being able to use other AI tools when it comes to helping you start up a side hustle from the comfort of your own home, you're going to be able to watch that video by clicking the link right there. Check that out straight after this. I've gotten so much good feedback from that video. It's helped out so many people, and I'm sure if you're able to watch it from start to finish, it can also help you out too. But other than that, guys, I'm going to catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.